So chapter 9, pages 514 through 517. All right, the first thing you need to do is read about calculating depreciation of assets so that you understand the concepts of tangible assets, salvage value, life, everything that you need to know to do this portion of the chapter. So read 514, the top of 515, and go ahead and look at figure 9-17 and read about that as well before we do this, because you really need to know all of it before we start. Once you've done that, we are going to switch to the depreciation worksheet, and in cell B4 we're going to enter $300,000. And then in cell B5, 100,000. And then in cell B6, 15. All right, flip to the next page if you've read all that, and read about straight line depreciation. Once you've read about straight line depreciation, let's go on to calculate the straight line, cumulative, and value depreciation of the workshop. All right, in cell B10, enter the formula equals, and we're going to do straight line depreciation. Now again, as you know, there's several different ways that you can go and find your formulas. That just happens to be the one I like. You can do whatever you want. All right, first things first. The absolute value of B4. Salvage is the absolute value of B5. And life is the absolute value of B6. A quick check equals straight line depreciation, the absolute value of B4, absolute of B5, absolute of B6, and click OK to calculate the straight line depreciation for year 1. You use absolute references so the cells won't change when you copy the formula. The formula returns $13,333, which is the annual depreciation of this asset to the nearest dollar. Step number 2, copy the formula in cell B10 to the range C10 to F10. Because this is straight line depreciation, asset depreciation, it depreciates the same amount each year. In cell B11, enter the formula equals B10, which displays the depreciation for the first year. In cell C11, enter the formula equals C10 plus B10 to calculate the cumulative depreciation of the asset through the first 2 years. So C10 plus, I said B10, didn't I? And I should have said B11, which is a super easy fix, and why you always check your formula before you press your enter key. All right, let's jump up at the top of page 517. Copy the formula in cell C11 to the range D11 through F11 to calculate the cumulative depreciation of the asset over all 5 of the years. At the end of year 5, the asset will have depreciated by $66,667. In cell B12, enter the formula equals the absolute value of B4 minus B11. So equals B4 absolute value minus B11 equals the absolute value of B4 minus B11, and then copy the formula in cell B12 to the range C12 to F12. All right. So now you calculated the depreciated value of the asset at the end of each of the 5 years by subtracting the value of the cumulative depreciation from the asset's original cost. Click cell B10 to deselect the range. Based on a straight line depreciation, the new workshop's depreciated value will be $233,333 at the end of year 5, or about 78% of its original value. Take a look at figure 9-18 and compare your worksheet to what the textbook has. If you have any errors, this is the time to fix it. And when you get done, click save and you're ready to go on to the next video.